Hold up. I got something to say. If you're listening, what's happening? Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Where you at? Wherever you at? I got a little something I want to play for y'all.
A Michigan State senator from Monroe County is apologizing this evening for wearing a face mask that resembled the Confederate flag. He is Senator Dale Zorn.
I just want to say, before I go through this video, it ain't but a minute long, but you got to be the dumbest motherfucker in America to be in a position where you do shit like this, but yeah, you have to go back and apologize for it when you know it's wrong to begin with. That's my whole problem with this. You know something wrong to begin with. You know this. We live in times where it's racial tension. The racial tension is at an all-time high. I mean, we likely to break out in a civil war any day now. You never know. But when you do shit like this and you're in a position of power and you got people looking at you, I worry about shit like that. Well, I shouldn't say I worry about it because it's what people do. This is what people do on the regular. They abuse their power. They do what the fuck they want to do. They wear what they want to do, wear what they want to wear, and they do this shit to get a rise out of people. And it got a rise out of me. And I'm not, and I'm not big on the whole flag issue, but I know a lot of people that are. So why put yourself in a position where, one half of the fence look at it one way and the other half of the fence look at it the other way. Now, we know if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. But at the same time, you got to be able to know how to play both sides. You got to know how to play to both sides' likings, which would be, in fact, wear a regular mask. That would be wear a regular mask. You ain't going to have no issues. You ain't going to have no problem. Just walk around here with a regular mask on. Me personally, until they make me wear a mask, I'm not wearing no fucking mask. I'm just not gonna do it. I don't see the use for it personally. Now I ain't no doctor, I ain't no MD, but I'm big as it is. You want me to walk around here with a fucking mask on? I barely can breathe normally. You want me to put something on my face? It just don't make sense to me. It looked like a damn slavery mask to me. But let's continue on.
From Ida, he says the whole thing was a mistake and a misunderstanding. But he says he still feels that time period should be taught in schools.
I think even if it was a Confederate flag, we should be talking about teaching our national history.
Don't we already teach this shit? I mean, we teach this shit right now. That's the Civil War. That's American history. We teach that shit too much. In my opinion. I mean, you should know your history. But at the same time, like, they do get these classes, sir. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. They talk about it. They constantly talk about it. They talk about it so much that it's aggravating to me. They show it in movies, television, all the time. I was telling my wife not too long ago. I watched Harriet. I'm looking at that movie like, man, the only reason I see at this point to make movies like Harriet is not to educate, but to put an idea, and it's to me, it's like it's a psychological warfare. It's to put an idea in a person's mind constantly to let them know you are a slave. You were a slave. You're descendants of slaves. If you constantly do that to a person and constantly tell a person slavery and teach them slavery, that will be all that they think about and all that they compare themselves to. That's a low standard to compare yourself to. So anything above that standard, You feel like you're doing something. You feel like you're doing good because at least you're not a slave. But to this point that I'm trying to make, this man saying that it's something that we should be teaching. Sir, we teach that. And you of all people should know this. You are in the Senate. That means you are over a state. You got some doings in a state. That's flabbergasting to me. It's crazy. It is crazy. And I won't be surprised if more people do it. More people will follow this man's lead and do exactly what he's doing. And it'll be more turmoil added on top of. I mean, we in times right now with this coronavirus, you don't need to be doing nothing else outside of trying to just keep yourself safe. Anything else, man, people are already at the brink. You can't go no damn well, can't do nothing. People at the brink right now. You just don't need this kind of issue as it is. I'm pretty sure it's a lot of, and I say people at the brink because you're sitting at home with your family. Yeah, it's cool to be at home with your family, but you just sitting there all day watching TV. I know some of y'all, you can only do certain things a certain amount of time. I probably done read all I can read. I got a whole book in my head, 2 or 3 of them. But this right here could cause some civil unrest, and this gets under my skin, man. This whole Confederate flag thing, man, because the history behind it. And yeah, it was 2 sides. You had some good people on both sides, blah, blah, blah. But what is it directly associated with? That's my point. That's the point. So if something is directly associated with something, is it remiss and removed from its direct association because, oh, it was some good people on one side? Like, say, the swastika. I'm pretty sure it was some good people that was with Hitler. But guess what? At the end of the day, they was with Hitler. You understand what I'm saying? So that, to me, that just negates the fact that the swastika, you shouldn't be wearing it. You shouldn't be putting it up. If somebody have a swastika face mask, you're going to look at them and feel some type of way if you're Jewish directly, but more so if you're Jewish directly, but 2, if you just a regular person walking around here because you know what the swastika is associated with. I'm not talking about the original meaning. I'm talking about what they have turned it into. Now, the Confederate flag could have been originally something good, but what did they turn it into? That's the point. What did they turn it into? So if something has direct ties to something evil or something that's degrading and insulting, why would you wear that? Why would you put it on? Even if you come back with an apology, the damage is already done to your character in some respect. I'm telling you, a person like me, I don't forgive easy. And this is the direct reason why I hate all government officials. Hate is such a strong word, but I really do, because they don't do anything. They are paid public officials that don't work for the people. They work for the elite. They work for the cabal. I decode people like this all the time, because it's a system of thinking and ideas that they work with and under. And it's only for themselves and for their groups and for their agenda, and not for the people that pay them.
In schools. And that's part of our national history. And it's something we can't just throw away.
Although I am pretty sure the Civil War is taught in most history classes, Zorn posted an apology on Twitter today. It reads in part,
He said you can't just throw your history away. Sir, you can. You most definitely can throw your history away. That's some history that we should, I'm not going to say throw away, but we should put it away. Put it to bed for once and for all. And just don't. It's good for the kids to know about that, but you don't have to pound it into them every day. And we definitely ain't got to be walking around here with Confederate flags on our faces for face masks. That's crazy to me. Let's just, delete it. Just like you delete your history on your cell phone, your messages on your cell phone. Just that. I mean, it can be gone just like that. It does not need to carry forth because it is not constructive. I'll just put it like that. I don't see the construction in it. I may be wrong. I may not be seeing the full picture. But in my opinion, it's not constructive to know that moving forward. Okay, what is it? What kind of change is that going to bring about right now? Is that going to keep you from teaching your children racism? You understand what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if it's not bringing about change, what the fuck do it even matter? Just so y'all can say y'all had a leg up on us at one point in time? That's in my opinion, that's what it is. It's to keep going over something over and over again to say, look at this leg that I had up on you during this period of time. That's what I see. That's just me. Like I always say, this is information. And I just said something. At the end of the day, it's freely given.